Just a little bit of background as the moment happens. It's Saturday. I've not slept. I had to work last night. I had to work 12 hours last night. I haven't slept. But I just gotta get these videos out. I gotta bang, bang, bang the drum. I'm a Goosebumps poser. At least I was. I bought the books and I love the covers and I maybe read 2 of them. But I just like the idea that one day I might read them all. I liked them, I just didn't read much as a kid. Can't you tell? I maybe finished 1.5, full honesty. But I still love the idea of Goosebumps. I love the show. I love the big boxy VHS tapes, like with the green siding. I like the show. I like the show that was on Netflix with the guy with the briefcase that opens up. Me and my kid used to watch those with the shitty acting back when like Ryan Gosling was actually on that show when he was a kid. It's weird. But this movie, it's so weird because Goosebumps is always like treaded around like the movie theater movie. They always went straight to the DVD with their really, because it's fun, but it's really, really corny and really, really cheesy at all times. So it works in that like direct-to-DVD realm. And TV show realm, whereas they tried to go to the big screen with this one, and everybody's really excited, like, oh my god, a Goosebumps movie, like a real Goosebumps movie, where they're gonna have money to back it. Jack Black's gonna be in it, and I love the idea that they did with the plot too. It's pretty cool to have Jack Black and the character that he's at. You got this kid who moves in, he's new to town, his dad just passed away, he's a really likable kid, he moves in next door to a really likable girl, her dad's R.L. Stine, and his books come to life and terrorize the town, and they have to try to get him back inside the books. And that's the plot. I mean, it's a cool Goosebumps plot in the fact that they did this weird fourth wall thing with R.L. Stine and had him actually be in the movie. And there's a couple funny jokes about when he gets pissed when someone says he's not as good as Stephen King, things like that. Really cool, like, behind the scenes type stuff. Because when you think R.L. Stine, you always saw the name on the books and you're just like, I wonder what that fucker's like. And I'm sure he's nothing like this, but the little things, the little ties, the little goose eggs that they throw in here all across this movie, really cool, really fun. The characters are likable. It's a fun, lighthearted movie. That being said, this has some of the worst CGI I've ever seen on film. I mean, literally, we were watching Goosebumps, the show, and I swear to goodness that one of the monsters looked better than they did in the movie. I don't. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Wolfman. Oh my god, you guys! It looked like PlayStation 2 graphics on that thing. Kind of like a kid's cabin in the woods. You know, when they open up the doors and all the monsters come out, and it's just like sensory overload. They don't really give you that fun spectacle effect here in a kid's way, but you do see like, oh shit, I remember that guy. I remember the cover of the book that had the mummy on it. I remember this person here and this person here, and the dummy. Don't call him a dummy. A bunch of jokes really corny, fall flat. You know, it's kind of like that awkward, like when you're watching an SNL skit and it's not funny at times. But again, it's a kid's movie, sorta, but it's a nostalgia bomb for the rest of us who grew up in that time when those books were freaking huge. They pandered more towards the kids than they did the older fans of the movie. This is not creepy even at all. I wish that they would have gone with the fun, weird, what's behind the door, what lurks behind the door, creepy weirdness than this summer spectacle thing they tried to go with, because it was more like National Treasure fucking like action movie where the score is just constantly like and there's always like shit coming at you and flying at you. It was more of a, they tried to make it more theme park ride than creepy, and I was a little bit bummed out by that. As a Goosebumps movie directed towards kids, they pulled it off. It's a happy movie, it's fun, it's got really good heart to it, it's got really likable characters to it. But as an older fan, like of the nostalgia of the whole thing, you'll see people that you know and you'll be like, oh, that's cool, but you're like, it was scarier in my imagination when I read the books. So they don't really pull that off. I typically would rather go for an Erie, Indiana type of vibe than the vibe they went with here, some kind of weirdness, some out there-ness. But Jack Black is fun, he's way over the top, and he's the perfect guy to play who he plays in this movie. I don't know, I liked him a lot in the movie. So I didn't hate Goosebumps, I didn't love it, I give it a 6. What was your favorite Goosebumps book as a kid? What's the scariest book you've ever read as a kid? For me, it was those spooky stories or scary tales or whatever where they were like drawn out with a pencil and it looked like a psychopath drew them. Remember the one about the spider that got in the girl's skin and then it laid eggs and like thousands of spiders came out of her face? Shit fucked me up. Click that subscribe button. Follow us at We Watch the Movie on Twitter, and we're putting up videos on Facebook that you can't get here, so go there and like our page. The link's in the description below. Click that subscribe button and get some wham up in ya.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.